This week on Hermitcraft.
Rare and unique are not identical in value, you know?
That's true.
I don't know.
That's
I don't
true.
think even.
Well, I think
yeah.
so.
We
Dan
have
was
a-
in
I
that.
think we have
I
a-
traded
I mean, it's
him
good to
in
have a
that.
witness and
Yeah.
stuff like this, right? In case
Nerds! Welcome to the Hermitcraft Recap. My name is Pixorifs, our writer is LoyXP, and just when we were ready to write off the mycelium resistance as just Grian being weird, it suddenly started gaining traction this week. So that's a shroom on our face. While more and more people who voted for Scar to remove all mycelium from the island are joining the movement specifically against that, Decked Out has been another thing shaking the ground in the shopping district. Now updated, tweaked, and all around better, it's got more people playing and replaying it, and with a few completed artifact sets already. We'll get more into all of this later in the show, but for now, let's take a look at all the events and mishaps that occurred on the Hermitcraft server this week. Starting with Etho, who has been busy with note block commissions for Tango and B-dubs, but still finds time to add a new room to his base, blow up Sneaky Ease, bring a little light to the Upside Down, die in Decked Out, and join the Mycelium Resistance.
It's my cozy corner. This is my productive corner. This is my thinking corner. And
This is your way
this
of
is
telling me
my
that
visitor's corner.
There's nothing
So
in.
you
This is
have
your
to
way of
stand
telling
over
me
here.
there's nothing in here.
This is a visitor's corner. You have to stand here.
Oh, right, sorry. Yeah, hold on.
He can't resist the opportunity to act as a double agent, setting up a mycelium farm in a wing of the hidden base, but also offering to exchange information with the mayor's office in exchange for diamonds. And he already has a nose for who else might have joined the cause.
If interested, place a diamond block in the dumpster behind the Boomer store. More info will come later. Signed, the concerned citizen.
He's more accurate than he realizes, because Impulse also stumbled his way into the Resistance base while searching the district for decked out boxes. He's had an interest in growing some nature back at his own base, where the greenhouse dome is taking shape with custom trees and water features, and he does eventually find those decked out boxes, trading with Joe Hills to complete his first set.
That's true.
Oh, am I false? False wants to
we have
witness
a.
the
We have a.
commerce.
I mean, it's good to have a witness with stuff like this, right? In case the deal
Oh.
goes south.
But the time comes to cut off his own head to join the Resistance officially, and like Etho, he decides mycelium production is a priority, but on a much larger scale. It's not exactly inconspicuous, but maybe he's hiding in plain sight.
This spread super fast, though. I literally just finished this row, and you can see it is already. I mean, this is probably already 60% or more mycelium ready to be harvested again. But
Even less subtle is the road design he and Tango settle on when they claim the red pathways around the shopping district. Originally planned to dispense fireworks every time players walk on it, they eventually decide beacons are more flexible, in every sense of the word.
totally different. Yeah,
how trippy is this?
I think that's the power play right there, right? Because now it looks like that's the beacon that's turning on.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
But actually, in reality, that's the
not.
beacon.
Yeah, so we're doubling up the beacons just for this effect.
On the topic of flexes, Rendog also dons the crown of an MC champion and carves out a huge chunk of the nether to build a Sith temple linked to the nether hub. Now if only the portals would behave themselves.
So all we need to do is break the old portal to achieve perfect portal synchronicity, which is always the naive hope of most Minecraft players, I've just realized.
Despite his affiliation with the dark side, Ren is also keen to join the Resistance, discovering the mycelium shenanigans and kersplatting the mesified hillside of the shopping district with some well-placed mushroom gunk. He also gets to indulge his loot boxing habits while at Grian's Emporium Barge, and gets a mystery box that was even more mysterious than expected. And maybe Dr. Renson is on another case right now, because Long Ren Silver joins us for this particular treasure hunt.
Dudes, yo, Long Range Silver, where you at, brother?
Yar, Mustachio, it looks like we done got another treasure hunt to go on, and
This time a treasure hunt set up by the master of the barge.
The Mystery Scavenger Duck Hunt box is part of the newer batch that Grian introduces this week, along with the good old common to legendary scale. After all, he had to do something with the diamonds saved on not hiring Impulse to blast the hole through the bedrock at the top of his upside-down mansion.
The myth, somehow I messed up really badly. At least this is in line with the doorway, but I missed the middle by a substantial amount.
Somehow still in the mood for digging after that undertaking, Grian decides to take the mycelium resistance even further and straight up enters the road building contest with his own road no less. The secret tunnels of the Mushroom Rebels are well lit and well planned, which might just earn them one of the 3 trophies Scar puts up for inspiration.
We could silently enter underground Mushroom Highway. If they're gonna ban us from all the roads and access to our shops, we're gonna make our own access to people's shops.
The 3 oversized cups actually bear more than whatever liquid you might put in. Each of them promises a valuable favour from someone holding chair in the administration, some redstone from Cub, some building from B-Dubs, and some terraforming from Scar if Jelly will be so kind as to give him his chair back.
Oh, I am hyped for you guys to see the new mayor's office here. In front here we've got, well, hello there, welcome to the great and powerful mayor's office, and Jelly, that's not where you were supposed to sit.
Just like with Holy Grails before them, the winners get to choose their poison in the order of the place taken, and may they choose wisely. The mayor is not awfully happy with the mycelium popping up everywhere though, so the Shroomy Rebels might not get their cup after all.
Oh, gross, gross. What is this? What kind of prank is that?
Keep looking at it!
No sleep until you acknowledge this.
Okay. I did see this.
Enforcer Cub might want to investigate after he's done with the minigames he's building. This time it's called 25s, and it's a range where you have to hit 25 targets repeatedly going for the highest score. Which Jevin sure tests. He's got some money laying around now that he built a wither shop to sell extra wither skulls from his farm. He uses up some on the chicken game as well, even if no one will ever smash that game as hard as XP Crafted. But now that the wither farm has a purpose, it's time to put together a mid-ocean raid farm and get those emeralds a-flowing. Not literally, but there is plenty of water around.
See if the raid is going to stay if it does spawn. So, nope, just went away. I have no idea why that's doing that. I don't really know a lot about raids, so if you guys can help me out there, that would be fantastic.
Anyway, Cub's previous enforcements come ringing at his door when False Symmetry finds out where her building shulker boxes went. And to remind you, they went to Cub's auction. Narrowly dodging a scandal, Cub reunites False with her building materials, replacing them in the bid with the original 12 bamboo. And she will need those, the building materials, not the bamboo, for the cybertown under her base has gone space age. False adds a rocket ship to the ensemble coupled with a UFO tower to serve as a dispatcher building. Her road project for the commercial area competition is nearly finished as well, so she rings up Zombie Cleo for her half of the collaborative diorama of the area, which naturally involves armor stands.
So you can go with any theme you want, evil, you can go nether theme, you can go with
things in prison or things escaping prison.
Well, whatever you want to do with it, you're more than welcome to remove it, move it elsewhere, change it around, like anything you can do.
No, I'm good with things breaking out of prison. I like things like that. Thanks for telling me exactly what I need to do because I need that right now.
No worries, and I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
In Cleo's absence, her base has taken on a life of its own, or rather, the life of Joe Hills, because when he's not tangling his way through Decked Out and trading loot with Zedaf and Impulse, Joe's main hustle is messing with Cleo, which this week he does by building a cactus farm up through her base. When she discovers Phase 1, Joe responds by expanding it upwards into a rainbow, because you can't be mad at rainbows.
Oh, hello. What's this then? Joe, you up to something? Having a go, aren't you? That sort of thing. Wait, is that a cactus?
What the hell? Joe, oh my goodness, he's actually made a base within my base. Which, you know what that means? It means all this stuff is mine.
So the Decked Out game has been reshuffled quite a bit since we last saw it, actually. Most notably, it now dispenses prize tokens you exchange at the counter, as opposed to straight-up loot boxes shooting out of the floor. The changes are specifically made to ensure that no cards or artifacts are lost midway through a run by simply despawning on the floor. But there's also a discreet Ravager moving contraption under the hood that ensures the beasts continue to roam around. This makes the dungeon an even more dangerous place, as Hypno, for example, discovers rather quickly.
I don't know what all these sounds mean. Oh boy.
While on the topic of redesigning minigames, Azuma takes a stab or two at making chicken more XP-proof. The best method to combat the odds of a perfect score turns out to be to ask them to score perfectly 3 times in a row. Unsurprisingly, no one does so far.
I also had some suggestions to remove feather falling. I think feather falling is actually essential here because you don't want the players to die and lose their items in the lava.
A major facelift comes to L13 as well, where the competing teams will now have to navigate environmental puzzles to hit any of the targets. The trials range from parkour to pushing against a water stream to timing a slime block jump. And while all that's under construction, XB and Corrales have to visit Zenaf's golf course for their annual minigaming outing. XB doesn't win at all this time, but gets a nice score at least.
Yeah. Enjoy. What did you have?
I lost. 69.
What's a fantastic score, nevertheless. You meme lord. 69.
But a confrontation much more dangerous awaits Corrales at his home base, where, having finished a pretty intense redstone farm for his melons and pumpkins, he suddenly discovers the Llama Dad 1 clown car and the infinite zombies pouring out of the back of it.
No, no, and no. You know what? I was about to say vintage beef, but no. This is the works of Lame Dad. Die, and out of this world. Lame Dad.
At this point, it's basically traditional for XB Crafted to tear games apart, so perhaps it's a good thing his first decked out run finishes a little prematurely.
Wait, do we really have to go through there? Oh, crap. Oh, son of a... What?
But after working on a beachfront boardwalk and a tropical reef by his base project, he drops by the new 25s game at Cub's Pyramid, where he gets some ludicrously good scores before realizing he may have derped in his own favor.
I got a 25. It's on camera. Like, it's legit. It's legit.
Iskall has some corrections to make too, deciding to redesign the diamond pit in the center of his tree to fit more with the organic surroundings, and to reveal the diamond counter for anyone visiting at ground level.
I'm so happy I've done this. Wow. I'm not entirely sure if the light actually shines through from all of those torches, but that's looking mega.
Iskall's first collab with Mumbo is an artistic one, because drawing on your friends' faces with marker pens and selling pictures to everyone is never not funny, but then the two of them actually get together to unbox their present from Grian. The giant Uno reverse card drops a flock of chickens, and they take up a couple of the challenges immediately before Iskall flies off to redeem himself for a disastrous first run of Decked Out.
Well, I mean, I guess, do we have...
Oh, I'm doing this one. Hold on. It said collab with someone and say nothing.
Oh, no. What? Oh, are you going to start that now? Oh, no! Iskall.
Mumbo has yet to participate in the server's latest minigame craze because he's too busy making sure Tab A fits into Slot B at the Odia store, which now has a website where you can watch some very calm instructional videos. The zen of these tutorials might balance out the stress of actually sorting his storage system at long last, and of course, there's a base to feed.
One organic, farmed by myself apple for you. And let's just sit back and see, hopefully... Yes! Yes! I actually know how to do redstone. Now, I just refer to my base as Mr. Base, but that's made me think, you know, with this thing being living, it probably should have a name.
And finally, there's Stress Monster, who has a lot of concrete to make, and the explosions really help up until they don't.
We had a blowing up issue. Hi, Mr. Skeleton. So I'm going to have to find another way to... Oh!
But at least this ticking time bomb was productive enough that she and Iskall could livestream their way to a completed nether tunnel, and dig a tunnel beyond that to Stress's own trading and industrial area. At least after all that work, Decked Out is there to provide your dose of recreational screaming.
Ah! No! Oh, there's an evil geezer who's after a bat. There's a thing! I need something! Is he after me?
Okay. Guess where we're not going.
And that's about it for this week's recap. Our writer is LoyXP, and my name is Pixelriffs. In this week's episode of my survival guide, the museum project expands, and I go looking for a nether fortress in a soul sand valley, because fighting a buttload of wither skeletons seemed like a good idea. Don't forget to leave a like while you're still here, and subscribe so you won't miss future recaps. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.